In the year 1870, a monumental milestone was achieved in the United States. It was the year when the 15th Amendment to the Constitution was ratified. This groundbreaking amendment aimed to protect the right to vote for all citizens regardless of their race, color, or previous status as slaves. It was a significant step forward in the ongoing struggle for civil rights and equality. With the 15th Amendment, African American men were granted the right to participate in the democratic process and have their voices heard through the power of the ballot. This historical amendment marked a crucial turning point in the nation's history and paved the way for greater inclusivity and fairness in the electoral system. In 1871, the city of Chicago experienced a devastating disaster that would go down in history as the Great Chicago Fire. The fire broke out on October 8th and raged on for 2 days, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. The flames consumed thousands of buildings, including homes, businesses, and iconic structures, reducing them to ashes. The fire's destructive path spanned more than 3 square miles, leaving an estimated 100,000 people homeless and causing immense loss of life and property. However, amidst the ruins, the spirit of Chicagoans remained unbroken. The city rose from the ashes, rebuilt itself with determination and resilience, and transformed into the vibrant metropolis it is today. In the year 1872, an extraordinary event occurred that forever changed the conservation and preservation of America's natural wonders. On March 1st, President Ulysses S. Grant signed into law a bill that established Yellowstone National Park as the world's first national park. This monumentous decision marked the birth of a new concept in land stewardship, setting aside vast areas of breathtaking beauty for future generations to enjoy and protect. With its awe-inspiring geysers, majestic mountains, and diverse wildlife, Yellowstone National Park became a symbol of the nation's commitment to safeguarding its natural heritage. Today it stands as a testament to the importance of preserving our environment and serves as a haven for both nature enthusiasts and scientific exploration. In 1873, the United States experienced a severe economic crisis known as the Panic of 1873. It began with the collapse of the J. Cook & Company, one of the country's largest banking houses, triggering a wave of panic and financial turmoil. The panic spread across the nation, leading to the closure of numerous banks, the bankruptcy of businesses, and widespread unemployment. The crisis was marked by a prolonged period of economic depression, with the effects felt for several years. The Panic of 1873 exposed vulnerabilities in the nation's financial system and promoted calls for reform and regulation. It was a challenging time for the American people, but it also laid the groundwork for future economic policies and safeguards. In 1874, a conflict known as the Red River Indian War unfolded on the plains of Texas and Oklahoma. The war arose from tensions between Native American tribes, including the Comanche, Kiowa, and Southern Cheyenne, and the encroachment of settlers and the U.S. government. The tribes fiercely resisted efforts to restrict their traditional lands and ways of life. The conflict saw battles and skirmishes, as well as military campaigns led by General Ranald S. Mackenzie. The war eventually resulted in the relocation of many tribes to reservations and marked a significant chapter in the history of Native American relations with the United States government. It highlighted the challenges of coexistence and the struggles faced by indigenous people during a time of profound change. In the year 1875, a legendary horse named Aristides galloped into history by winning the first ever Kentucky Derby. This momentous horse race took place on May 17th in Louisville, Kentucky, inaugurating what would become one of the most prestigious and celebrated events in American horse racing. Ridden by jockey Oliver Lewis, Aristides triumphed over a field of 15 competitors, covering a 1.5-mile track in just over 2.5 minutes. The inaugural Kentucky Derby captivated spectators and captured the public's imagination, becoming an enduring tradition that continues to captivate racing enthusiasts to this day. Aristides' victory marked the beginning of a long-standing tradition and legacy of ribbing horse racing in the pursuit of the prestigious Garland of Roses. In 1876, a clash of cultures and conflicting interests erupted on the vast plains of Montana in what would be known as the Battle of the Little Bighorn. It was a pivotal event in the history of the American West and a defining moment in the struggle between Native American tribes and the encroaching forces of westward expansion. Led by Lakota Sioux Leader Sitting Bull and Cheyenne Leader Crazy Horse, a coalition of Native American warriors stood against the U.S. Army's 7th Cavalry Regiment, commanded by General George Armstrong Custer. The battle resulted in a stunning victory for the Native American forces, inflicting a devastating blow to the U.S. military. However, it also triggered a ruthless retaliation by the U.S. government, intensifying the conflicts and hastening the demise of the Plains Indian way of life. In the year 1877, a significant era in American history came to a close as Reconstruction, the period following the Civil War, aimed at rebuilding and integrating the southern states, officially ended. The withdrawal of federal troops from the South marked the conclusion of efforts to reshape the political, economic, and social landscape of the war-torn region. Despite the aspirations of equal rights and opportunities for freed slaves, the end of Reconstruction ushered in an era of segregation, discrimination, and the entrenchment of Jim Crow laws. The closing chapter of Reconstruction reflected the complex challenges of post-war reconciliation and highlighted the ongoing struggle for racial equality in the United States. In 1878, a new era in American currency began with the introduction of the Morgan silver dollar. Named after its designer, George T. Morgan, this iconic coin became the standard silver dollar of the United States for the next 3 decades. The Morgan silver dollar featured Lady Liberty on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, embodying the spirit of the young nation and its aspirations. The coin was minted in response to the growing demand for a stable and reliable currency, particularly in the booming western states. The Morgan silver dollar holds not only intrinsic value, but it represents a tangible piece of American history, a symbol of economic growth and the nation's enduring spirit. In the year 1879, Thomas Edison, the great American inventor, achieved a groundbreaking feat that would revolutionize the world. He successfully created the first commercially viable incandescent light bulb. Edison's invention harnessed the power of electricity to produce a steady and reliable light source, eliminating the need for gas lamps, candles, and other traditional forms of illumination. This technological breakthrough paved the way for widespread adoption of electrical lighting and transformed the daily lives of people around the globe. It illuminated the path towards progress, sparking a wave of innovation and transforming the world into a place that never sleeps. Edison's incandescent light bulb remains an enduring symbol of human ingenuity and the power of invention.